Hello, welcome to When the Smoke Clears. I am the Recovery Plug. What's happening, everybody? I hope everybody's doing great today. I know my day's going pretty good. I'm outside today. My thing about always choosing different backgrounds for my YouTube podcast videos, and today I've chosen again to be in the outdoors and amongst these beautiful oak trees and. So it's always great to come out and enjoy nature, right? It's one of the many things that I do in my recovery is sometimes a moment of silence, you know what I mean? A little bit of silence just with nature and just to get your mind back, whenever something's bothering you or something's coming up and, you got this anxiety, if you will. You can always take a little bit time just to go outside, you know what I mean? Even if it's in your backyard, even if it's just, if you live in an apartment, maybe if it's just in the patio, just to see the nature outside, you know what I mean? That usually is a good way to bring your levels of stress down a little bit, you know what I mean? Especially if you incorporate a little bit of breath work with that. And you don't have to be this whole professional meditator or anything to do this, you know what I mean? That's the beauty of that is you can bring stress down without being this this whole guru meditated person, you know what I mean? Anybody and everybody can do it. That's the beauty about breath work, is that we all have the ability to do this. You know what I mean? And I have found that breath work has been a really good way to deal with stress and to get the mind focused. You know what I mean? If you have something to do, and I actually came to the park today to kind of do a little bit of meditation and get my mind kind of focused, narrowed down into this thought process of not letting the everyday struggles, enter my conscious without it overwhelming me. You know what I mean? Because there's going to be things that happen in your life, and they're going to happen, right? So they're going to be there in your mind, but to be able to just take a little bit of time to, exit from that. And that's what I'm doing here today, because I have a test that I got to go take in about an hour. And I wanted to get my mind clear because I had got some news earlier today that my sister was in the hospital. And, it just kind of bothered me about that whole, I love my sister, you know what I mean? And so I decided that I was going to come and pray for her here at the park and do a little bit of meditation on her behalf and hopefully that the energies that I bring and that I manifest will travel out to her and perhaps give her a little bit of calmness and healing. And and not only that, but to get my mind focused on my test, because this is a very important test that I got to take. And so I had to come to the park, clear my mind, and I figured since I'm in here, I might as well do my video podcast and share my experience with you guys, you know what I mean? And if you've dealt with any of those type of problems or facing any of those types of things like I am facing this whole test, and it's very important that I pass this test to get the certification that I'm looking for. And I have to get my mind right, because if I go into the test with my sister on my mind and my family and this and that, then I'm going to be distracted. So I came here so that I can clear my mind, even if it's just for a little while, just enough to get my mind focused on my test, and then I can go back to dealing with my life, right? So but in turn this is one of those things that I was sitting here thinking about, you know what I mean? Because I was like, man, when I was in my addiction, would I have done this little scenario here, taken a little bit of time, just a few minutes out of my day, and meditate and pray for myself, meditate for someone else, meditate for myself, and to express these cosmic energies in hope that they'll manifest and do something for someone and myself. And I would have never been able to do that had I been still in the world of addiction. As a matter of fact, my mindset was not even there. It was not even in the mindset of helping anybody, because number one, I couldn't even help myself. You know what I mean? I was damaging my own soul, my heart, my brain, my body. You know what I mean? Being in the addiction, that's what I was doing, literally killing myself, and still repetitively doing this thing, this action, consuming this substance that was literally killing me on a daily basis. So I am grateful that I'm able to be here in the here and now today to share a message and to perhaps share something that may help somebody else, because ultimately that is the whole goal behind doing this video podcast, doing this channel that I'm doing, is to share stories, to share, life, and maybe my experiences in my journey, because I've been and done so many things. I mean, I got this book that's just so vast from my childhood up till now, that I got so many things, so many adventures that I could share that would probably be helpful to somebody. You know what I mean? And that's why I do this. And because not only that, but I do it also because it's therapeutic for myself. You know what I mean? This is one of those things that I enjoy doing, because if I can't make it to a peer support group, if I can't make it to a NA meeting, if I can't make it to an AA meeting, if I can't make it to indulge in something that has to do with my recovery and my spirituality, then this little time of doing a video, even if it's 10, 30 minutes, however long it is, it's enough that it gets me to the next step. You know what I mean? And for me, that's my recovery at work. That's my recovery in progress. You know what I mean? That is me still holding on to recovery, holding on to spirituality, and pulling myself to the next chapter in my life. And sometimes you have to do that on an hourly basis, minute by minute, day by day. You know what I mean? It just depends. Life throws at you a lot of things. Like this morning, the first thing that I did when I woke up, I woke up with a phone call from my mom saying that my sister was in the hospital. So that was the first thing that entered my mind. And immediately after I hung up the phone, I went into full-blown meditation and prayer, and in hopes that they're answered. You know what I mean? And then I figured, well, let me come out here, since I'm on the way to school to go take this test. I'm going to take a little time to do this video and to do a little bit more meditation and send some shout outs, through the cosmic energy of the world to my sister. You know what I mean? Because I love her. And but yeah, I just wanted to do this quick video before I have to get over to the school and take this test. So wish me luck. And I'm pretty confident about the test, so I just wanted to share that experience with you guys before I lose. A lot of times I like to just get on the video and to just express what I'm feeling, because sometimes I write down these little feelings that I get, and these little nuggets that I think may be helpful. So I figured instead of just jotting something down today, I would just hurry up and get to the park and do this video with these things that are fresh in my mind. You know what I mean? And not only that, but I was in the middle of listening to the Tony Robbins and Dean Graciosi's. They got this whole 3-day event. Today's the second day, and I had to unfortunately get off to come and do this, to come to school, because I'm riding a bike, a moped to get to school. And so I can't, listen to stuff or whatever. So unfortunately, I had to lose the last part of their event, but tomorrow's the last day, and it's a very encouraging event, man. I attended all day yesterday, and then a little bit today, and tomorrow I'll attend the whole event tomorrow. But man, these people are just, I've been following Tony Robbins and for a good while, and I just love the inspiration, love the teachings, the real life, teachings of how to do things, and where to maneuver your life into this positive spiritual sense, right? But so yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there today and just let people know where I'm at with that. And but yes, but again, please, if you would, please, prayers for my sister, yeah, that she gets better. And so yeah, I guess that's going to be it for today. But I know usually I get my video podcast started always with a moment of silence followed by the serenity prayer for the addict who still suffers. But today I didn't do that, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the video here at the end of the video. So if we just close the video with a moment of silence followed by the serenity prayer for the addict who still suffers, I'd greatly appreciate you joining me for a moment of silence, please. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, wisdom to know the difference. All righty. Well, thank you very much, you guys, for watching this video podcast today. I greatly appreciate it. I know it wasn't that long, but yeah, we're on a time schedule today. So, but I just wanted to connect with you guys before I go in and take the test and kind of just give you, what I was feeling in my heart today. So, yeah, I guess if you'd please give me a thumbs up, maybe share my channel, hit that subscribe button. Just know that when you do hit that subscribe button, it doesn't cost you a thing. And just know that when you do that, you'll be helping out another veteran, another person dealing with homelessness, drug addiction, PTSD, childhood traumatic experiences, anger issues, suicidal thoughts, and all those types of things, my friends, because I, at one point in my life, have dealt with all of those things. And by sharing the message, we could help another person. So I really appreciate you guys watching. And I guess until the next time, on When the Smoke Clears, I am the Recovery Plug.